code if you don't know how to keep secrets. You know, at this time, the moment you make friends, you start telling them everything. You just need to keep your details, your login details, everything to yourself. Don't click on links anyhow. When a link is not HTTP or HTTPS, it means that link is harmful. Some of to host the website, it's okay. Some persons don't have money to host websites, so they'll just create it like that. You can actually click on it, but the moment you start seeing share to different groups, because only you cannot give them the money they want. Definitely, those kind of link they will tell you share to 10 WhatsApp groups. I know many people have experienced this. Share all such fake websites. They will tell you share to. You must see share. Share is fake. It's not real. So that's just what I would say. You need to take precautions, preventive measures from being hacked, from your page being hacked, from your bank account. Don't give everybody, those people that like giving their ATM card to anybody to just go to and withdraw in the POS. Withdraw at the POS. Anybody you like, you just give. You don't know when they start taking money, you think it's bank. You don't know that it's from that number. That person has taken your number at the back of your card and use it to hack your account. So be careful who you give your ATM card to withdraw. Be careful who you tell your PIN. Be careful who you tell your date of birth. Sometimes hiding your date of birth is not a crime, because date of birth is the vital information in hacking people's accounts. Once they get your BVN, they cannot hack it. They need your date of birth. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You've actually done just to that question. To our audience, you can still ask your questions and also make your contribution. Okay, so during your presentation, you said something very important. You actually spoke about your experiences with these online scammers, with the cyber attacks and the likes of them. And there was something you said that actually did that caught my attention. You said, you had to educate yourself. You had to go online and then self-educate. So that actually leads me to my next questions. So I believe our audience would actually love to know how did you self-educate yourself? Are there programs you took? Are there courses you took? If somebody wants to educate him or herself on cybersecurity, how do they go about it? Where do they start from? And what are the platforms?
Yes, this question is a very, very good question. Can you hear me? It's echoing. Part of the thing I did to educate myself, after running a course with Laplage, before I joined as a training facilitator, before I become a trainer, I have already undergone 7 courses with them. Aside undergoing 7 courses with them, other platforms I've undergone that. I have 21 digital skills as a person. And aside that, it means I self-educate myself. Now, how did I do it? After learning cybersecurity, I know that course is very nice. It's not just getting the certificate. I have the certificate, but I need to learn more. I went through Allison. I know Allison is a free platform for me to learn. It's just that some of their certificates are not free. So I needed the knowledge. I have the certificate. I needed more knowledge. So I went to Allison. I don't sleep at night. I did as if I want to take a course on security. And I took the course on cybersecurity. I watched every video. I read, I practicalized what they are teaching me, everything. That's where I learned most of these things from. And I went as well as using my YouTube to do research on it. How to retrieve accounts that is being hacked. Can an account that is being hacked that's not on 2-step verification be retrieved? So that all those questions was what I was asking and doing research on. Of course, account that is being hacked that is not on 2-step verification can be retrieved. It can be retrieved, but only when you link that account to your email. It can be lost forever when your account is not linked to your email. Because there are some messages they cannot send to your phone. Maybe you just link it only to your phone. You want to have details from only just your phone number. But when you link it to your email, you can easily retrieve your account. You can maybe that person is even asleep, he's not even knowing the time you are going on that platform. You just click on the email and think you're not the one. The moment you are trying, mostly I advise people to do that at midnight. Even then too, sometimes they are always awake. They are 24 hours, but you need to.
Interesting.
That beg that beg me money, and I gave the person the money. The person now send and also a message from Access telling me that I should click on this link to do whatsoever. They designed it as if it's Access Bank, and they sent a bulk SMS. That SMS is a bulk SMS, and you think it's Access Bank that sent it. But Access Bank cannot send you any link. Instead, they will say, visit the nearest bank. If you know now that your bank will tell you to visit the nearest branch, that's what banks would all call the social number for more info. That's what your bank will tell you. But if you don't know it, you will just click on the link and fall on the hands of scammer. And I notice, okay, this person I just sent money to is the person, because he called and started asking me, it looks like I don't have, because he said to give him my account number, that anytime he too have money, he will send to me. I said, okay, no problem. The next thing he started asking me, do I have money in? It looks like I don't have money. I'm broke. I'm this. I'm that. I said, okay, how do you know I don't have money in my account? I don't want to let him know I know what is going on. He said, no, it's just because the way I talk, he knows maybe I don't have money. He was talking psychologically, knowing that I don't really have much money in that account. Trying to estimate what I have. He's seeing it on the system, but he cannot do anything. But it is only when I click on that link he sent as an Access Bank to me, he will have access. And they will not withdraw the money immediately. Now, whenever I want to talk on a topic, I like using experience. My husband, the day we want to go for his father's burial, money thank God that he rectified it. He rushed to the bank. That period, he saw they withdraw 10,000. The third 10,000, he said he don't know who's withdrawing money for his account. He quickly rushed to the bank and they say it's your ATM card. He said his ATM card is with him. His ATM card is with him, but they are withdrawing the money and he's showing ATM. Why did he show ATM? That number at the back of the card, the POS person, he said the guy he withdraw from is looking anyhow. The guy is not looking responsible at all. So he's suspecting it's from that guy, because the way the guy held the ATM for longer and was saying there's no network, he knows that guy has done something. So they quickly blocked the ATM card. So that means they have already scanned that number. So we should look whose person we are using the POS, whoever we are using the POS machine, look at the person personality. Is the person a ruffian? Because scammers they go to pretend as if they have POS just to get your information. That's another means of getting your information. So we need to be very, very careful the kind of POS we go to withdraw money. And watch how they put it in the POS machine. Don't let them hold it away from the POS machine as if they are scanning. When you are scanning something now, you raise it up. But you will not know. You are absent-minded. You are carried away with so many things. And making phone call while you are trying to withdraw money. Shit. Be attentive.
Okay, so apologies for that. So to our viewers, I hope you're actually getting value. I hope you are getting educated. So we would actually still love to hear from you. We would love to hear your questions, and while we await for Ambassador Chika to join us. So do well to drop your comments in the comment sections for us to address your questions and also your contribution. So once again, we are talking about cyber security and peace, navigating the digital landscape. So, just to actually summarize what we have actually spoken about so far, we've spoken about navigating the digital landscape, how to navigate the digital landscape. we actually need to stay informed. It's actually informed. You need to be aware of these cyber threats. These cyber threats actually do exist. But it's one thing to know about them, and it's another thing to know how to navigate them. Technology is actually good. There are actually, the positive aspects of technology. But regardless, there's also the negative aspect. And we can actually come out to say, because it actually has some negative aspects, that means we'll have to do away with it completely. No, we still need to engage technology to make our life easier and better. But then we have to stay informed. We need to be aware of this cyber threats, the issue of cyber security, and how to protect ourselves. I know a lot of us, including myself, we have important information we put out there. We have social media pages, social media handles, and then sometimes they actually demand us to put in some sensitive information, like our contact number, our address, and the likes of them. So we need to know how to secure our details. And Ambassador Chika spoke about creating a strong password for your social media handles. If your password isn't strong, I think now is actually the right time to go back and then look at it and create a strong password, so that those hackers will not be able to actually access your details online. She also spoke about the two-step authentication. I think we should actually do that, because one rampant way of attack recently now is using the WhatsApp. People's WhatsApp accounts are being attacked, and then they will get access to your WhatsApp and then start chatting other people you are related to, to actually ask for money and the likes of them. So you need to create this two-step authentication on your social media handle. So these are just the ways, cyber hygienes we need to engage in to actually protect ourselves. One thing you also need to do is to update your software. If you're using outdated software, it's actually the time to actually update it. And also, you also need to install, there's what we call antivirus. Virus is also a cyber attack. So when you have antivirus in your device, it actually helps to keep your information and your cyber space safe. So we need to actually do that. If need be, also it's also advisable that you can also protect your data by having a backup. You can actually get yourself a hard drive where you can move your information in case of cyber attack, where you end up losing your information. You can actually move them to a safe place, to an external drive, so that if peradventure this cyber attack do actually happen to you or to your account, you do not end up losing all important information. You actually have a backup where you can actually go to and retrieve that information. You can use hard drive, and you can actually save your information to cloud, so that you can actually retrieve them at every point in time. So once again, we'll actually love to hear from you. Now we'll also be looking at how does cyber security connect to peace. I know a lot of you might have actually been asking, because we are dealing with cyber security and peace. There's what we call inner peace, and then that's peace that has to do with an individual. You also need peace as an individual. Most times we talk about peace, people think about, it has to do with the society. No, as an individual, you also, experience peace. So if peradventure your device or your information is being hacked, or let's say, for example, the money you have in your bank accounts, is being removed or tampered with, of course, you will not be at peace with yourself. It can lead to depression. It can lead to all manner of emotional and physical distress. So there is need for cyber security, even personally as a person, to be at peace with yourself. Sometimes, out of greed and out of so many other factors, lack, wanting more, we get to fall victims of this cyber attacks. But we need to be aware that there's actually need for us to actually protect ourselves so that we can be at peace as individual. Also, cybersecurity also help to create a peaceful environment, even in our society. You know, that is how cyber security and peace actually relate. It actually helps to foster international collaboration in situations whereby there are cyber threat and cyber attack. There cannot be collaboration if, let's say, a country is actually under cyber threat or cyber attack. No nation will actually want to collaborate with that nation. So it will affect issues that has to do with, collaboration and diplomacy. So that is why there is need for cybersecurity. We need to be well informed. We need to be educated on these issues. So one other way cybersecurity actually relates to peace is actually the issue of preserving national security. The issue of sovereignty. Every nation in itself is a sovereign nation. So to protect that sovereignty, a nation has his or her own, privacy. So if that privacy is being tampered with cyber attacks and cyber threats, then it actually destabilizes the national security of that nation. So these are actually the way cyber security connects to peace. So unfortunately, it seems, uh, okay, we have Ambassador Chika back with us.
My network is too bad here.
You're welcome back, ma'am.
So sorry.
Okay, so
Okay.
while you actually left, I was actually talking about how cybersecurity connects with peace. We as the Institute of Global Peace and Conflict Management, is actually our duty to educate people and actually to inform them on peace. So looking at this topic, cybersecurity, how
Can you hear me? Okay, how
do you
cybersecurity?
think the issue of cybersecurity and navigating the digital landscape actually connects to peace?
Now it connects with peace. Why? Because we Nigerians. Let me use Nigerians as a whole. Most Nigerians do pass wrong information. Digital landscape is online platform. How do you navigate it? Do you navigate it by passing wrong information without verifying it? Before you post any information, you need to what? Check if the information is okay, if the information is correct. If you post a wrong information, that information you are posting can lead to riots. Sometimes it may even escalate to different states riots. Just one thing that is said on social media gets to different things. So for peace to reign, for we to have peace, we need to know how we use our digital landscape. We need to use our digital landscape very well, and so that hackers will not go and hack. Maybe you're a blogger that always posts news or posts things about people, and they finally hack your page just to get traffic to their page. They will now post about a very big influencer, and they post about a very big content creator, and they post about him or her online, and they start bringing chaos. Now the followers of this person will be against you. The followers of the other person will be against. So there will be no peace. These two persons will be quarreling, thinking it's a real page, not knowing that the page has been hacked. So you need to make sure your page is secured so that there will be peace, so that it won't be hacked to be causing issues. Do you understand? Because when your page is not secure, it can cause a lot of issues. It can cause a lot of issues. It can cause conflict. It can cause two friends to be against each other. It can, let's say they hack a government. Imagine hacking a government site. It will be a very big problem. That's why you see government sites are mostly secured. You cannot see government making their site not to be secured. Government sites are mostly secured because the moment they have government site, some of their secrets will be exposed. How they spend money will be exposed. It will be a serious issue in the government. It will be a serious issue in the country. Everybody will. It can even lead to riots. It will be like, okay, it's because this party is against this party, but because of this other party wants to bring this other party down, to bring that party down. So anybody that is on seat must make sure everything about that government must be secured for peace to reign. So that is how I see that is relating to peace. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. You know, you've actually spoken extensively. So our time is actually fast spent, but before we actually, come to the conclusion of this episode of the Peace Clinic, you actually said something when you were actually talking about your experience with this cyber attackers and the likes of them. You mentioned something about your uncle. Now that actually brings us to the older generation. The older generation seems to be more gullible when it comes to cyber attacks.
Clicking of links. Yes.
Yeah, they're actually the targets when it actually comes to that. And I've actually heard so many stories from my friends. I had a story of a friend of mine whose father's account was actually wiped out completely. He was called and they said, "Oh, we are actually from your bank. We sent you, some numbers. Just call it out for us." And unfortunately, he was the only one at home at that moment, and that was how he called us the number. And everything he had in his account, his pension and everything was just wiped out in an instant. So how do we actually help this old generation? How do we, increase their digital illiteracy to actually digital literacy so that they would actually be informed of what is happening around us?
The only way, we older generation that are conversant with digital technologies, let's say from 60 below, some of them, not all, some of them can use Android phones. So what I will advise that is best for them is you, the children, their friends, you, their neighbors, you that is their friend, or let me say family, educate your older ones. The best solution is education. Because if you teach them how to use the phone, my dear mother-in-law every time will send me a site. They are doing a remote job, they are doing a job on this site. Just click to apply. The moment I see it, I know it's scam, but I don't want to tell her it's scam. I'll just thank her because she has been trying for me. So I will just thank her. So that I will not disrupt anything. But I know it's scam. So I have to tell her, "Mommy, if you see something like this, it is scam. They are trying to scam you. If you see this thing like this, see this." So now she know that if she see this thing like this, they want to scam her. So she don't even bother sending it or sharing it. So you have to educate your father, educate your mother, educate that your uncle you are close to. Please don't click on any link. Preferably send the link to me, forward it to me, let me check. Or anybody ask you of your bank details, please do not send your bank details to anybody. Go to the bank or call me first and tell me. But don't send anything about you to anybody. Just tell the person, "Let me get back to you." Let me get back to you is not an offense. Let me get back to you is that I'm in the process. Anything can happen while getting back to you. My phone might be off. I might be away. Something might happen, but nothing bad. But they will know that, okay, let me get back to you. It's just you don't want to. It's not like you don't want to tell them. So they will not notice you don't want to tell them. So it's better. Let me get back to you. You leave it that way. Don't tell them. You educate them not to tell their information, their name, their age, their bank details, their BVN out to anybody. Education is the best key. Education is power. When they say education is power, it means the main knowledge you want to have is education. Whether you go to the 4 square of the school or you do self-education using your phones, or somebody is talking to you, is another kind of education. Education has different ways. I can be talking to you and be educating you on something you need to do. Like you should do it well, do it correctly, do like this, do like that. education. A teacher can be teaching you, maybe you're in the classroom, it's education. You are using your phone to study, it's education. It's just that it's different types. It's either self, or you are studying with in an organization, or you are studying in an environment. So you see, education is the best way to avoid all this to our older generation. You continue talking to them, continue telling them, they will learn and they will hear. And my son said I shouldn't give up. They like hearing their children say that. My son say, my daughter say, they will use that thing and tell you. They will not give it out. Most older people won't do that, because why? They're listening to their children. So the best way is to talk to them, educate your father, educate your mother, your aged parent. Don't do this, don't do that. This thing is not okay. I know a lot about cyber theft. If you do like this, they will take all your money. Once you tell them, they will take all the money in their account. They will fear. They will not even give their information. Even if you ask them common phone number, they will not agree to give. So education is the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that. We would really want to appreciate you, Ambassador Chika Oga. You've actually done justice to this topic: cyber security and peace, navigating the digital landscape. So to our audience, to those who join us, we actually see you, we actually see your comments, and we also appreciate it. So we've actually come to the end of today's episode. So we'd actually love to see you next week. We'll continue on the Peace Clinic next week. So we hope to see you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, Ambassador Chika. It's actually a privilege having you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice meeting you too. Bye.
Bye.